Here we are. All right. We're live, ladies and gents. All right. We're trying something new here. Me and my good buddy, Magic Backpack, doing some MMA content. Here we go. UFC 304. What do we got, Joey? What are you looking for? What do you want to
Well,
talk about?
okay. So as bad as I hate to say it, right off the Bannon fight. I know this is going to sound awful, but just being honest, I do not bet on women's fights, and it has nothing to do with them not being good fights. Has nothing to do with them not being competitive fights. They are just, for me personally, where I bet on fights, they are impossible to bet on,
Yeah,
especially someone making their UFC debut.
I can agree with that.
So again, it's not that it's not going to be an outstanding fight or a great fight. I just, especially when it comes to a prediction, what are we doing? You know,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even personally. I don't look at these, especially like these early prelim fights. I don't look at them too hard. You know what I
oh,
mean?
I'm the exact opposite. I am
Well, and
digging
if
most
you're a
of these
betting
fights.
person, these are probably the
No, no,
best
no,
fights
no, no, no,
to look at.
no. Not even as bets, just as a fan. I'm a fan of the prelims.
Just like the
Like,
younger people coming up.
yeah, that's it, man. Like,
Yeah.
don't forget, it was what, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, we were watching Diego Lopez on the prelims. So
I mean, good point. I mean, a lot of actually, to be honest, when there's like a kind of a dud card where the main card isn't that exciting, the fucking prelims carry that motherfucker, right? Those are the most exciting fights of the whole night sometimes.
dude, how many times has Drew Dober been on a prelim?
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know,
There you go.
dude, what's his name? Jean Silva was on a prelim right before he just beat the brakes off of Drew Dober. Like, I love the prelims. I love them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what I'm doing on Saturday. If I'm at work or if I'm off, if I have time to watch, I'm watching all of them.
Yeah.
Every single fight.
And you're a lot. I guess you're a lot more hardcore than I am because I used to be that way, but man, I don't know if it's timing or what it is, but I've fallen out of the prelim fights, man. I've turned into one of these fans that just only wants that hardcore fucking like main card, like the big fights, the mainstream big names. You know what I mean?
Right. So let's say
And I
this.
used to be like that. I used to love the prelims.
So let's do this. John Jones Stipe. Do you give two shits about that fight?
Yes.
Because I don't. I don't. I
Oh,
don't.
huge! It's a huge fight.
Brother, I know it sounds shitty when I say this, but I genuinely don't care.
You
Because
you
no matter who wins or who loses, they're done after this.
yeah.
Now,
Right.
John
There's
Jones,
no
arguably
future
the
for the
GOAT.
division for them. Yeah.
Right. But what's the end game? Whoever wins this
Right.
fight is going to sail off into the sun. They're both going to sail off into the sunset.
I
That
agree.
has
Yeah.
nothing to do with
It's
the
just like
next
a
5 years.
legacy. It's like a super fight, basically, is what it is.
No, it's not. It was a super fight 5 years ago, 6 years ago. It was a
Uh,
super fight.
And I can't argue with you there either. Yeah.
Yeah. Stipe's what, 43?
Yeah.
John Jones has
You're
fought
right.
once in 4 years,
But they
5 years.
still, both of them still, I think, look at it as the current heavyweight champion versus the greatest heavyweight of all time.
Both of those statements, well, one of those statements is wrong, right? I don't think Stipe is the greatest heavyweight champion of all time. I
Yeah.
genuinely don't.
Yeah.
Because I just watched him get flatlined by Francis. Flatlined.
Yeah.
How are you the greatest? Not only were you beaten, you weren't beaten in a 5-round split decision.
Yeah.
You were unconscious with your ankle touching your earlobe. You're done.
And
Your
and
night's
that
over. Your reign is over.
that title has carried with him because he was the longest defending heavyweight champion, right?
Right. And you're talking about the single weakest division in all of MMA, in my personal opinion.
The especially is definitely the most volatile. Like title changes all the time, right? It's hard to keep a title at heavyweight.
It's not though, because if you look at the last 10 years, there have been what, 4 champions?
Well, what I
3
mean
champions
is,
this
I
year?
mean the longest reign is like what 3 or 4 fights. What's Stipe? Three or four defenses,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's volatile. Like it's hard to stay
Now that,
champion.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But I
That's
also think they're catching people at the end of their road. Right?
Always. Well, again, I was about to say again, but I don't think we've mentioned it. But the power goes last, right? It's always speed goes first, speed, technique, power, something like that. However that
No,
goes, right?
that's true.
But power goes last, which is what makes heavyweight such the longevity of a fighter. That's why. I mean, I think that's why John Bones Jones is at heavyweight, because he knows he can last longer there, right? Um, Alex Pereira is trying to maybe move up the heavyweight. He's what, 36 years old, something like that, right? If he moves the heavyweight, he might last a little longer. Because I mean, heavyweight's average age is a lot higher than any other weight class.
Well, that's fair, but I can promise you right now, I love Alex Pereira. As of right now, he's probably my favorite fighter
Yeah,
because he
he's
stays
real,
fighting.
man.
He stays fighting.
He's real, and
Right?
he fights.
He does not want any fucking part of Tom Aspinall. I promise you that.
Yeah,
Right?
the
As
takedowns,
big as
right?
he is at 205,
Yeah.
him and Yuri standing toe to toe, pound for pound, blah blah blah. Son, when he stands in front of Tom Aspinall, I'm not saying he can't win. I'm not saying that.
Right.
Dude, he can knock anybody out. I'm pretty sure he could kill a building. But can he get there with Tom?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think Tom could potentially, I mean, obviously, not potentially, but obviously take him down and cause a lot of trouble, right?
I would say, yeah. I say it's probably a pretty safe bet.
All right, let's all right, we got a little off rails. Let's get back to the card.
Sorry.
Saturday.
My
No,
first
no,
time.
that was my fault. That was my fault, I think. All right, so what's next? You were talking about Bannon. You want to talk about the other prelims here?
Do let's. Who's next on the card?
So we got Mick Parkin and Lukas Bizeski.
Huh? Oh, Mick Parkin. So, hold on. Let me.
You've done your research. You know these guys, don't you?
Oh, I do. Absolutely.
And Mick Parkin is undefeated at 9-0.
All right. So, here's the thing about Bicheski. Have you seen him before he got off the juice?
No, see here again. Like I don't really do a lot of research on these prelim guys.
Son, I'm all
And
over.
I will say, if me and you are going to start doing this more often, I'm going to have to be on my A game. I'm going to have to come in with some research done, aren't I?
I'm not saying that.
Well, you are,
listen,
so I'm
no,
gonna have to step up my game here.
No, so to be fair, I never really watched like the prelims. I would just kind of do the eye test when I saw the weigh-ins, which as gay
Always,
as
yep.
it sounds, I do watch the weigh-ins.
No, but that's what you do, yeah.
So I watched the eye test. But
wait, as gay as it sounds for the weigh-ins, come on, man, that's important stuff.
Well, I mean, to me it is because of the eye test, right? But when I look at somebody
It's
like
so
Drew
important,
Dober,
Yeah,
I never look at him. I never look at Drew Dober on weigh-in day and think, well, he's going to lose. I never look at that.
right.
Dude, he's a fucking stallion. He's a stud.
But you take in, I mean, there's a lot you can gain from a weigh-in, right? Like how drained are they? Like, you know what I mean? How, especially like, and now they release these the series, the embedded series before the fights, right? It gives a lot of insight for bettors on what these guys are feeling, you know. And a lot of these guys are using that to their advantage, I'm sure, where they're like playing the crowd. They're faking things. They're playing their opponents. You know, we've seen that, I'm sure, in the
And
past.
maybe so. But let's make no mistake.
But it's important, is the point I'm trying to make. It's important to watch these things.
It absolutely is. But even if you look at Islam on a bad weight cut, he still beats Volkanovski. Now he don't beat him with a high kick or a head kick, I should say. He doesn't beat him with a head kick, but he still beats him.
Yeah.
Right? Like there are certain levels to this game. And Mick Parkin.
Well, we're talking about equal weight. Yeah, equal weight. Typically equal weight guys, right?
Well, when it comes to heavyweight, you basically got two options. You've either A, got a fighter who's going to finish the fight in the first round, Sergey Pavlovich, Tom Aspinall, like Tai Tuivasa. Yeah, you've got these guys. And then you have, the other ones, the Bukowskis, the Curtis Blades, Alexander Volkov. Like, you've got these guys too. So when you see the weigh-in, to me, with heavyweight anyway, with heavyweight, it means nothing, right? Because a lot of these guys are weighing in way under, way under 265. You know, you
Oh
got
yeah.
Jailton Almeida weighing in at 232.
Strategically, I think it's a pretty good idea to be around 230 or something, right? I would think, depending on
Well,
your build, of
if you're a
course. Yeah, yeah.
powerhouse like Almeida, yeah, Almeida, excuse
And I
me.
mean, you can look at guys like, I mean, like Black Beast, or go back and look at like Brock Lesnar. Like these guys were 300-pound dudes cutting to get to 265. I mean, that's a different thing, but
Right, but now it's different. Now you have guys like Tom Aspinall,
I
six
think it
five,
is, and I think it's
two
more
sixty
beneficial.
two.
I think it's
Oh
more
yeah,
beneficial to
right.
be, yeah, to be like the more like you're. I don't know if it's necessarily his natural weight, but more like a slimmer, more cardio induced weight, right? Like instead of being like these big muscle dudes that are cutting weight to reach the limit. You know what I mean?
I
Does that
absolutely
make
know what you
sense what
mean.
I'm saying? Yeah.
I absolutely get it. So this is where I come to. I'm picking Mick Parkin, right? Dude's got the longest, or tied for the longest active win streak in heavyweight. I mean, the dude is doing what he needs to do to win.
Yeah.
So is he going to knock him out in the first
And what's he
round?
weigh? Let's check out his stats real quick. So he's rocking 6'3",
I didn't even know you had the
265.
ability to do that.
And there you go. The power of the internet. So he's 28 years old. He's 6'3". He's 265 pounds and has an astounding 79-inch reach. I mean, God, what a man that is. That's a
Right.
big dude. That's a big
But
dude.
here's the thing. Who was his last fight? Can you look that up? I want to say it was
We can, yeah.
I want to say it was that black dude. Shit, man.
Muhammad Usman is his name.
Yep.
And yeah, Mick Parkin won. And
Beat
Muhammad
him.
Usman is and here's our stats right here. So we got total strikes, significant takedowns. We got everything.
Well, it was a shit fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like there was no,
It was a
oh my
3-round
god,
decision. Yeah,
yeah.
3-round
It was
decision.
not Mick Parkin is a world beater, right?
I mean, we had 70. We had
But
150 total strikes thrown. 72 landed by Mick Parkin. No takedown attempts by either side.
that right there tells you all you need to know, because Muhammad Usman is a wrestler, just like his brother Kamara, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is a wrestler. So he
Is
was
he
able,
is he the brother of Kamara?
yeah, he's Kamara Usman's brother.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's Kamara Usman's brother. So
And
he
look
was,
at him. Look at
oh,
his
he's a
record, right?
stud,
He's smashing dudes.
stud,
Like, look at that.
stud.
He had 2 wins in a row before Mike Parkin.
Oh, Mick Parkin.
I'd like to go further. We could go further, but it's
He just won. I want to say last
Oh,
week.
he lost a second time. He just lost
Oh yeah,
on
he
July
did. Actually
20th.
lost.
He just lost that last week. Yeah. To Thomas Peterson,
Yep.
who
So
was a 9-2 guy. Okay.
now he's got good hands too. Now here's what happens at heavyweight. If you are not a outstanding wrestler, and again, this is just my opinion. I just watched Usman get stuck with a heavy jab, a heavy straight, that whole fight.
Yeah.
Very, very rarely do you see like black dudes mark up, right? Like they just normally don't get cut. They don't normally bleed.
Right.
Dude, he was sticking him hard, right? Mick Parkin, it wasn't a great fight. It wasn't a great fight, but I do think Mick Parkin has what it takes to move up. I think he'll be a lot like Tai Tuivasa. I think he'll move up to that top 8 range,
Yeah.
and
Top 8. Yep.
then he's gonna get not fraud check necessarily, but I think he's
Gatekeeper.
gonna see a different, because I'm telling you right now, you put Mick Parkin against Jailton Almeida,
No.
he's done.
Right.
He's done. And I'm telling you right now, Jailton Almeida had a shit showing against Curtis Blades for all of about 5 seconds out of a 6 or 7 minute fight. 5 seconds, Jailton Almeida looked bad and he lost the fight. He ragdolled Curtis Blades. 9 takedowns. 9 against the guy who has the most takedowns in UFC heavyweight history. ragdolled him.
I'm gonna tell you right now, what I'm finding interesting right now, I just got distracted by my own inner brain.
Shit,
Is
sorry.
no. What this is, I think this is awesome. Is me and you have been friends for a long time,
Oh, bro.
and
Yeah.
we've talked about UFC and MMA for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just now learning how deep you are, and it's crazy because like I've fallen out of this a little bit, honestly, personally. Like I used to be deeper. I don't even know if I was as deep as you are now because I didn't like pay as much attention to the prelim fighters as you do in this moment that we're discussing right now. But I'm so impressed with your knowledge of these guys. It's
Oh, don't
incredible.
be. I steal a lot of this knowledge.
No,
I
this is
steal a lot.
incredible. This is
No,
incredible.
I steal a lot. I steal a lot. Like, I'll listen
I
to.
love that you know so like we're on the second fight of the prelims and you've given so much detail. That's incredible. It's amazing.
Again, I can't take credit for that. I steal a lot of this, right? I watch like MMA Guru. I watch the Weighing In podcast. I watch
Yeah.
Michael Bisping and Anthony Smith. I watch
Yeah, and I mean I like
MMA Joey. I watch a lot of these guys. I don't watch Lucas Tracy. I don't
I
watch
guess I don't watch the guys that are talking about the prelim fighters, I guess, because you know, I'm watching like Shell Sonnen and
Oh, I
I'm
love Chael Sonnen. I watch that too.
oh I do too, yeah, yeah. But he
But
only
what I'm
talks about the
saying,
bigger fights, right? He doesn't talk about these
no, he don't talk about the
yeah.
prelims. But I listen
I feel like
to.
I need to be more involved in these prelim fighters. After listening to you, like you
Well, these
know
are your
so much
future
about these guys.
champions,
Right?
right?
I mean, you're right. Yes, exactly.
These are your future champions. I
You're
remember.
investing. Yeah,
I
your
remember talking
knowledge is
about
being
Diego
invested.
Lopez. I remember talking about Diego Lopez. Uh, that's obviously not in like our Facebook chat or whatever, but I remember texting Brandon
Yeah,
watching
you're
him
never
fight.
in there. You're never in there with all this
Dude,
knowledge you have.
I just don't get on that shit, dude. I don't have like, I have social media. I just don't get on it.
You just
But
don't like talking to us. No, I'm kidding.
I don't like talking to nobody on there.
I
But
know. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
yeah, but no, I remember talking about him. I remember talking when Yuri first came in. Nobody knew
Yeah.
who the fuck Yuri Prohaska was. I told Brandon, I said,
Yeah.
man, you better watch out. Man,
Yeah.
this guy's fucking dangerous.
Well, I remember. I mean, you know, you and our buddy Doug used to talk on the phone all the time, and I would just happen to be in the room maybe, and you know, we'd start talking about UFC, and man, I always loved talking to you about UFC because you are like knowledgeable. You know your stuff. Like you know all these guys. You know what their their styles and you know what they're good at
Well, I
and
do
all that.
watch a lot. I do watch a lot of it. Now, that being said, I would be dishonest if I told you this all came from me, right? I
Well,
do watch a shitload of podcasts and
you're learning. It's just
well, I watch
learning.
a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
dude, I bought UFC Fight Pass, and I'm telling you right now, it's worth the money.
yeah. I did too. It's
I'm
amazing.
telling you, son,
It's
it is worth the
amazing.
money. Like,
Any fighter,
that's
you
it.
can find their entire history.
That's
It's
it.
the best thing ever. Yeah,
And you have no idea who you're looking at. You
yeah.
have no idea what you're watching.
Shout
But
out
again,
UFC Fight Pass. Sponsor us, please. But
goddamn right. Continue on. Sorry.
all right. So what's the next fight we're looking at? We're looking at Sam Patterson versus Kiefer Crosby
Okay, so Sam
at welterweight.
Patterson got knocked the fuck out in his last fight. Right?
Yeah.
Not a
Okay.
great showing.
We can look at that. Yep.
Yep. He got knocked out in his last fight.
No, he got submitted in his last
Or
fight.
submitted. Sorry. I know he got
Yeah.
finished.
Round one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he got smoked in his last fight.
And actually his last two fights he lost. He got KO'd, TKO'd,
maybe
whichever
that's the
one it
I
may
was thinking
be.
about. Sorry.
Yep. By Yanal Ashmoose, and then just fucking last weekend. So he's fighting. Wow.
So Ash Moose was the one I
He
was thinking
just
about.
fought last weekend though. That's crazy.
I did not see that fight. And again, I have a crazy work schedule. But I remember the Ash Moose
See, that's
fight.
the thing. Like, I don't think there's like there's no reason to make an excuse, right? You can't catch all of these. It's crazy.
Yeah.
There's
sorry.
fights every weekend, and there's tons
Yeah.
of them, right?
But I remember the Ash Moose fight when he got KO'd. But Ash Moose, to be fair, is a fucking stud.
Well, what I think is crazy though is that he literally just fought last weekend.
So I think Ash Moose.
Patterson, Patterson just fought last
I
weekend.
want to say I'm talking about Ash Moose. I think
Okay.
either he had his arm broken or the guy he fought had his arm broken.
Mhm.
I think the guy he fought had his arm broken. Maybe Jamie Malarkey. No, wasn't Jamie Malarkey. Maybe it was. I don't know. But the guy he was fighting had his arm broken, and he didn't
Wait,
finish
who are
him.
we talking about? I can't find
Ash
who.
Moose.
Ashmus. I can't
So
find him. Who are we? Oh, the guy that he lost to on March 18th.
one of them had their arm broken, I think.
Am I lost? I may be lost. I may have fucked this whole thing up. I'm
It's all
sorry.
good, dude. No,
Anybody that
it's
may
all
be
good.
watching this, I have had a few beers and I may be a little lost.
Sorry, dude.
All right, so I'm sorry. We're talking about Sam.
Dude, I'm steering a
Yep.
conversation to a fighter ain't even fighting. What I'm
No,
thinking, I'm
this was
thinking
my
Sam
bad. This was
Patterson.
my bad. I got
I'm
lost.
thinking Sam Patterson wins this fight. I think he's better than people give him credit for. I think he caught an unlucky punch from Ash Moose. I think he's better. I think he's better than people give him credit for.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I got us way off track. I'm sorry.
right.
That was my fault.
So Kiefer Crosby, he's jacked. He's super strong. Outstanding athlete. I just don't think he's going to be able to deal with the range from Sam Patterson. And again, that's just me. That's just me.
Anyway, we can look some
jacked
images of this man being jacked as shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ultra athlete. Ultra athlete. I just think Sam Patterson's if he shows up and he fights the fight he should be fighting, and he uses his range, uses his distance, and can teep to the body, low kick, heavy jab, I just don't see how he could lose. I don't think Kiefer Crosby can close the distance on someone who's got that kind of range. I'm not saying he's going to knock him out, but I think if he can use that heavy jab, teep kick to the body, low kick, cut his legs out from under him, I think he'll win. That's just my opinion.
And you heard it here, right? If that's what happens, then you heard it here first.
I've got a better chance of getting pregnant than that's got to happen. But we're going to give it a shot.
That's the kind of content you're going to get here. So I'm going to defer to you on that one because I don't know these guys. And let's move on to flyweight Muhammad Mukayev versus Manel Kape.
12-0 against Manel
Kape.
So
let's look at these boys. 23, 30, 5'6", 5'4", 125, 70 inches, 68 inches.
So Manel Kape, he's a bad man. I'm telling you right now. He is a bad man.
Okay.
Muhammad Mukayev, he just had a fight. He won his last, I think, 2 after this. He's almost like a Habib, right? He's not going to knock you out on the feet. He's not going to.
He won his last, and he's undefeated. Sorry to interrupt. Sorry.
I'm telling you, this is what I'm getting at. This is what makes me think Muhammad Mukayev is going to win this fight. Now, everybody and their brother is taking Manel Kape, and I can understand that. Yeah. Especially since they changed the rule where you can now knee a grounded opponent. So,
well, no, Joey, let me correct you there.
Oh, not
you can't do the hands down bullshit they used to do.
You can't be a grounded opponent now with
you have to have your back on the ground, basically.
Right. You can't be a grounded opponent for literally no fucking reason. But either way.
But they can't put the 2 hands down. But also that's September. That's not this weekend. That only takes effect.
It doesn't apply now?
No, in September.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
But also did you know about I'm sure you know about the 12-6 as well.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
The reason I bring that up is because when Muhammad Mukayev fought Tim Means, in my personal opinion, I'm not saying he should have lost.
What weight did he fight Tim Means at? Isn't Tim Means like a lightweight?
No, I think he fought him. Not Tim Means. God damn. No, it wasn't Tim Means. It was.
So on his record here, we've got Alex Perez.
No, that was his last fight. The one before that.
Let's see if we can find that. Hang on.
Elliott, maybe. Was it Elliott?
Oh,
Tim Elliott.
Sam Elliott. That's probably
Sam
right.
Elliott. God damn it. Not Tim Means. Sam Elliott.
Yeah, Tim Means is a much larger man.
Yeah. Sam Elliott.
I was
Sorry,
confused
dude.
there.
Sorry. No.
Well, that's why you
I've,
got me here.
I've had a few beers too.
Yeah, that's why you got me here, to make sure I keep you on track. And I've got you
bad.
here to make sure you keep me on track.
When he fought Sam Elliott, there were some controversial moments in that fight where Sam Elliott could have really fucked him up with the heavy knees to the body, and he did that bitch move of kind of putting his hand on the ground or putting his knee on the ground.
Yeah.
I can't remember it exactly, but it was some controversial shit, man.
Yeah.
And I don't like to see that in a fighter. However, the fight before Sam Elliott, who was it? It was a Brazilian guy. Oh shit, what was his name? Not Daniel Pineda.
Are you talking about with Makayev or?
Yeah, Makayev.
Okay.
He fought a Brazilian guy 1 or 2 fights before that.
Let me just look up his whole record. That would make it much easier, right?
In a nasty, nasty knee bar. Like, dude, it looked like his knee was literally about to bend completely the opposite way. Like his toe was about to touch his hip. It was a Brazilian dude.
Yeah. Let me get the other screen up here. Here we go. So his last fight was Alex Perez, and then Tim Elliott, and then Rafael Filho.
That's it. So if you can look up a picture, go into Google and look up Muhammad Makayev's knee bar against shit, what was his name?
That guy? Is that
no,
that was an arm no, knee crank or neck crank. That was a neck crank.
No. That's how he won. That's how he won. What I'm getting at is you should see the knee bar he was in before that. And this is what means something to me. Just look up the picture of his knee.
There it is. Right.
So his knee is literally about to touch his hip. He fought through it. Look at his knee.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it zoomed in as the
Look at his knee.
Yeah, that's
So he tore all that shit out of his knee.
Yikes.
He went on to win, took his back and neck cranked him.
I mean, that is like that's a parentheses right there.
Yeah. So I think he has what I like to call championship medal, right?
He's willing to do what it takes.
He has that dog where I'm not going to fucking tap. I'm not going to fucking quit. And to be honest with you, as talented as Manel Cap is, I don't think he has that. I don't. I think Muhammad Makhayev will be able, especially in a 3-round fight, will be able to grab him and drag him. So Vitor Petrino was a world beater, and he did beat Modestas Bukauskas, and that's fine, right? Vitor Petrino also beat 11 people in a row by knockout. Maybe not all of them by knockout, but he did. I mean, dude, he's fucking scary.
Yeah.
He's fucking scary. So, Zach.
I mean, he's got a couple of good wins here.
He does.
And Petrino.
He does. So. Vitor Petrino is a stud. He lost to Anthony Smith because he was fucking retarded. Had he not done that, had he not just dove into a fucking guillotine, he would have won that fight. He was beating.
And Anthony Smith is like, whew.
And I'm telling you, man, a lot of people talk a lot of shit about Anthony Smith. Is he ever going to be a champion?
I think
probably not.
Fairly deserved, though. I mean,
probably not. But that bitch is no easy. He's no easy win.
I can agree with that. I mean,
Anthony Smith is no easy win. You're talking about a guy that's got 50.
I think the problem is Anthony Smith is at a level that he shouldn't be at.
Anthony Smith has got 50 professional MMA fights.
But he's fighting at a level in the UFC where he's like main eventing cards. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to see Anthony Smith in a main event of a fight night.
Not in a main event, no. But I have a lot of respect for Anthony Smith.
I do too. I think he's just put in a position that's like
he will absolutely fight anybody. You can say, "Hey, Anthony, do you want to fight this 11-0 up and comer who's not ranked. In
Have you
Vitor
ever seen an
Petrino.
Anthony Smith fight that you were like entertained by though?
Yeah, him against Khalil Roundtree.
Ooh.
I wasn't entertained with Anthony Smith's side of it.
Did Anthony Smith win that one?
No, Khalil Roundtree beat the shit out of him. But that's what
So,
made it entertaining.
well, didn't Anthony Smith just main event like a fight night?
Yeah, and I respect that
Why?
because he shows up to fight. He
It's
shows
just
up to
wild.
fight.
Well, he's
Dude,
a
I
company
don't give a
man. He's a
fuck.
company man.
I don't know. He's not. Anthony Smith has
Well,
got
he's a
more.
commentator. He's like
He
a
is.
analyzer.
He is.
He's a yeah. Why? That's why they're giving him these out. I mean, he would be fucking gone if it wasn't for that, right?
Right. But I like the fact that the dude shows up to fight. I am an MMA fan. I like to watch high level MMA fights. And don't forget, Anthony Smith fought Glover Teixeira. Now he got the shit beat out of him.
There seems to be a theme here. There seems to be a
Right.
pattern.
Right. But guess what? He shows up to fight when nobody else does.
And I get
Smith
it.
don't pull out a
He's
fucking fight.
not fucking Cowboy Cerrone though.
No,
he's not like doing it in an exciting way.
Nobody's Cowboy Cerrone.
Well, my
But
point
Anthony
is like
Smith,
he's not. Yeah. He's showing up
I'm
to
not
fight, but he's
saying-
not. Okay, go ahead.
I'm not saying he's a world beater, but I respect that fact that he's willing to show up.
You get
and
his ass
fight.
kicked. Yeah.
But he's willing to show up. He don't fucking pull out. When was the last time you saw Conor McGregor fight?
Well, that's not what we're talking about.
But it is though. That's the difference.
Like I brought up as the only relative comparison I can think of is Donald Cerrone. Always shows up to fight, right?
Where's Donald Cerrone? I'm pretty sure he just got inducted to the Hall of Fame. What, 3 months ago?
Well, he retired by now, but at the time he was
Right,
way
he
more
was inducted
exciting
into
than
the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Now Anthony Smith's not going to be inducted to the Hall of Fame, as well he shouldn't.
Again,
but
Anthony,
I do respect the fact that he shows up to fight.
Yeah, but should he?
Of
Should he
course
even be there? Should he even be there at all?
Well, he just beat an 11-0 prospect. Finished
Yeah.
him. Didn't just beat him, finished him. The scariest guy in that division right now.
Who?
Who's not, Yuri Prohaska or
What? Who did he just beat?
Vitor Petrino.
Okay.
He was 11-0, knocking everybody out. And Anthony Smith caught him in a guillotine.
Was that Anthony Smith's last fight?
No.
When did that happen?
No, his last fight did not go that well.
No, what you're talking about though? When did that happen?
Probably 3 months ago. I'm guessing.
Shit. Okay.
No. Roman Dolidze just fought Anthony Smith, moving up a weight class.
Mm-hmm.
He moved up.
Well, he always fucking loses. That's what I know. Like, I mean, maybe I missed one, the one that you're talking about. I guess I
You
missed
definitely
that one.
missed the Vitor Petrino fight.
But
He beat the shit out of Vitor. Well, he didn't beat the shit out of Vitor Petrino, but he finished him. An 11-0 prospect finished him.
Yeah. And I'll be the first to admit that I'll step
I'm
outside
pretty sure it was
when
the guillotine.
I'll step outside when an Anthony Smith fight happens. Sorry to say.
No, I understand. I do.
Listen,
I do.
He doesn't have a good track record in my opinion, but
well, you also got to think he's younger than me and you, and he's got 50 UFC fights.
God,
50
I mean,
pro fights.
yeah, no. I mean,
that's a stud, son. That's
well, Joey. I think the one big thing between me and you is I'm not comparing any of these guys to myself or you. You know what I mean? I'm comparing them to other UFC fighters. I'm not comparing them to myself. Of course, I'm a way bigger piece of shit. I'm way worse than they are at all these things.
How many fighters in the UFC right now have 50 fights?
No, that's huge.
Maybe Bobby Green.
But what's his overall record? Has got to be terrible. I can't imagine it's any good.
And 19 or something. It's not great. I think it's like 35 and 19.
Which again, why I can't believe he's still there.
Well, because he can beat anybody on a great night.
Yeah.
And right here is a prime example. He just finished Vitor Petrino, the scariest guy in that division, who's not in the top 5.
There's just not a lot of people.
Everybody up.
38-20 is insane.
Yeah, I was close.
That is a horrible record for the UFC.
Right. But that fact that he has that many fights. Go down, scroll down, look at some of his wins.
It's just that you're usually cut at that point. That's a lot of losses.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Let's just go to his UFC record because none of this really matters that much, right? There could be some good names in there. I'm not going to look at them though. So he
You don't
started in
need
the
to.
UFC, beat Hector Lombard,
Goddamn
middleweight,
right.
lost to Diego Santos,
Which John
beat
Jones
Rashad.
arguably lost to Thiago Santos as well.
What that was that was probably like Rashad's last fight or something, probably.
Still beat Sugar Rashad Evans.
Shogun,
Yep.
Ozdemir, lost to John, of course.
He also beat
Beat
Alexander
Alexander
Gustafsson.
Augustafson, lost to Glover, lost to Rakic, Devin
He also
Clark,
beat Ryan Spann.
Ryan
Not
Spann.
once, but twice.
Yeah. I mean, that's not lost to Khalil.
Got knocked out. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Wow.
Yep.
And
But he
Khalil,
also just beat Vitor Petrino. Like he's
yeah.
not like dude, he's not a bum. Like he
No,
beat Ryan Spann twice.
I agree. He's not a bum.
I'm just saying.
I mean, he
respect him.
does
I
have
respect
this
him. That's all I'm saying.
he's got this teeter-totter
He does.
record.
And again,
you know?
I'm not saying he's a world beater.
It's not like he's losing 5 in a row.
No, but he's
Ever.
also only fighting the top 10 guys at that particular moment. But again, regardless of whether he wins or loses, me personally, just my opinion, I respect him.
Well, I don't
That's all
think
I'm
any
saying.
of these guys are top 10, are they?
No, good God, no. Wait, hold on. No, Khalil Rountree's absolutely top 10.
Is he top 10?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, at least I think he is. He's pretty fucking close. Khalil Roundtree, if he ain't in the top 10, he's real damn close.
I'm not sure if he is. He might
Khalil
be, but I'm not
Roundtree?
sure. I'm not sure. He's number 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Walker's in the fucking top 10, for God's sakes. Wow.
How?
Wow.
I love Johnny Walker. I fucking love that guy.
I do too, but yeah, he's not. Yeah.
He should not be there.
Hell, Anthony Smith's number 11. Wow.
Again,
Dominic Reyes. Where's Dominic Reyes at, for God's sakes?
he actually just won for the first time in, God, what? 77
What a
years?
downfall. He was such a prospect after he showed, like, he
got
basically beat John Jones, quote
So there ain't no
unquote.
basically nothing. He absolutely beat.
Right.
I've watched that fight like 7 times.
The judges say that he didn't win that fight, but he beat John Jones and then nothing. Like, what? I mean, that's wild. That's a huge.
Well, you got to look who he lost to too, though. His very next fight was what? Yuri Prohaska.
Yeah, I mean,
Caught a terrifying spinning elbow.
Yeah, the literally upper echelon of the division. Yeah. It's crazy.
Reyes
It's
ain't
wild,
bum.
man.
He'll never be champion. But moving on. Sorry.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, that was a bullshit fight. Hey, let's go back. Who were we talking about? Oh, Obon Elliott and shit. Who was the other one?
No, we were talking about. Weren't we on this one? No.
Oh yeah. Sam
yeah, we
Patterson
were.
And Lockett.
Yeah. I don't know how we got on that whole rant, but yeah, we're
I think
here.
we got on. Yeah. Sorry, man. Sorry. I won't do that no more. Who's next?
Oh no, that's canceled. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, we got on light heavyweight because of this fight. It was yeah. But that's the
okay.
Yeah.
Again, I'm taking Bukowskis. Moving on, Jake Hadley.
Let's move to Jake Hadley.
I'm actually taking Jake Hadley. Here's why. That little motherfucker he's fighting. How do you say his name? Colin Lachlan. However you say it. His name. I think they pronounce it like Lachlan.
I would say Loughran.
I think they say Lachlan. I might be wrong.
Okay.
Either way, I watched that dude. He's got a fucking chin.
Oh, it's catchweight. Is it catchweight?
What?
They got 125 and 135.
What?
Or I guess it could be one of them's moving. Yeah, well, they're saying bantamweight, so it's got to be
135.
135. So I guess Jake's moving up.
So Jake Hadley at 125. Actually, you know what? I might actually change my pick here. I might actually go with Lachlan.
Oh, because of the weight move?
Not only that, but Jake Hadley was small at 125.
Yeah.
He just got bullied at 125.
Yeah.
His last fight, I'm pretty sure he just lost. Lachlan, dude, that dude, who did he fight last? He has got a fucking iron chin.
He fought.
Iron.
He beat
chin.
Angel Pacheco.
Yeah, and that dude was fucking tagging him hard. It was either
And
that fight or the one before it. Dude,
then
his
Taylor Lapilus, he also beat.
lap. No, it
No,
was the one
sorry,
that. Yeah,
no, Taylor beat him. Sorry,
yeah,
that was his one loss right there.
yeah. But Jake Hadley was small at 25.
And then we can go look at Jake as well. Jake is whoops, I'm on the wrong place. Jake has
He was small at 125.
Jake is coming off a loss
Yeah,
against
which I
Charles
tell you,
Johnson.
Charles Johnson gets no credit.
Hmm.
I've always liked him, man. I watched him lose like 2 fights in a row, 3 fights in a row,
Hmm.
and then he came out and beat not Evloev, some other fucking Dagestani or Russian guy.
Yeah.
Uh, guy tagged him hard, had him out on
Hmm.
skates, and Charles Johnson just man through it. And then he just beat a super hot prospect. Oh shit, I can't remember. Sorry, let's move on. It ain't Charles Johnson's card. Move on. Sorry,
All right.
but yeah, Charles Johnson has had like 2 electrifying performances.
I think we're on Molly McCann and Bruno Brazil.
I'm taking Molly McCann for the sole fact it's in England. I don't see this fight being finished. I think Molly McCann, where she moved up in weight, and she's clearly in good shape. She's in better shape now than she's ever been.
Yeah.
Um, I think she'll be able to outman Bruno Brazil. I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. I think Molly McCann. I think Molly McCann wins. I hate to sound sexist or shitty, but most women's fights. Look at the records, right? Either one of these girls could be champions in 2 fights with those records. I don't put any stock in it because it's impossible to tell. Most of their fights go to the judges, and the only thing that really matters is somebody scored a takedown within the last minute, and then the entire round shot. Nothing means nothing. Again,
Yeah.
that's just my opinion. Uh, Not trying to be flippant, but
I'm
it's
with
just
you.
my opinion. Uh, Moving on.
And then we got at the very end of the preliminary card, Nathaniel Wood and Daniel Pineda.
I'm taking Nathaniel Wood all day. He
All right,
just
19
fought.
and 6.
Oh, not even close. Now his record doesn't show, in my opinion, the caliber he is.
Yeah.
Um, it wasn't Mikhaev. It was a guy from, I think it was Tajikistan.
Okay.
Uh, oh fuck, what was his name? You'll be able to see him. Uh,
Oh, yeah, I can look up his
if you could. So here's one of those
oh,
prime examples where the need Muhammad Naimov. Here's one of those prime examples where somebody put their hand down so they couldn't be kneed in the face.
okay. Yeah.
And Muhammad Navov is a great fighter. Don't get me wrong. He cheated that whole fight. Fence grabs, multiple fence grabs, like
Yeah.
blatant, blatant fence grabs.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Wood, in my personal opinion, was legitimately cheated out of that fight in one of the most egregious fights I've ever seen. It was
Yeah.
that bad. It was that bad. I'm absolutely taking Nathaniel Wood. If his confidence is still like, hey man, I got fucked out of the last 2 losses I had, I think dude, his hands, oh my God, son. He has got lightning in his hands.
Again, I'm deferring to you.
Yeah.
I know Daniel Pineda. I remember Daniel Pineda a little bit.
He's a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. But
I don't
Nathaniel
remember
Wood,
Daniel Wood right off. So
I
yeah.
think Nathaniel Wood TKOs him in about the second round.
And we're gonna move on to the main card.
Do let's.
Um, do you mind? All right, you can continue. And do you mind if I
No,
go
no,
take a? I gotta
no.
go get a beer and stuff.
Okay. Well, I'll
So
sit
I'll
here and
be. I
wait.
mean, I'm gonna be like 5 minutes. I'll be like right back.
Take your time, brother. I
All
ain't
right.
going to sleep. I'm
But yeah,
drinking a
if you want
monster.
to just chit chat about it, or I mean, it doesn't matter.
No.
Do whatever you want. But
Okay.
I'll
Well,
be right back. I'll be right back.
all right. I'll just do my own thing then. All right. If anybody is watching, Arnold Allen versus Giga Chikadze. Here's my take. So, Giga Chikadze's kicks are insane, right? He's lightning fast. He's an outstanding striker. Arnold Allen is no slouch on the feet, right? He went toe to toe with Max Holloway. He did lose. Um, I think Arnold Allen is big bodied. I think his offensive grappling is extremely underrated. The fact that he hung in there with Evloev or Evolvov or however you say his name, Marsov, Evlovov, however, whatever his name is. He did a way better job than basically anybody aside from maybe Diego Lopes, however you say his name. Um, I think Arnold Allen is basically just going to big brother Giga Chikadze. I think he's too big. He's too strong. He's got lightning fast hands, um, power through every round. He never loses power. He never loses cardio, even heavy grappling. I just don't see Giga being able to deal with that. That being said, Giga get in the fight in the first minute of the first round with a body kick, high kick. Daniel, are you back? Sorry. Nope. Mm. Um, Again, that's just my opinion. I don't see this fight. I don't see it being close. I think Arnold Allen steamrolls him. Uh, Christian, I'll wait on Daniel. He was nice enough to put me on here. Going back though, going back. I don't know if any of y'all watched the Arnold Allen, uh, Marsal, uh, was it Marsov, Evolve, whatever his name is. Arnold Allen's offensive grappling was pretty fucking good, and his defensive grappling was outstanding. And again, with the knee to the grounded opponent, Arnold Allen very easily, not very easily, he arguably could have won that fight if he was able to knee him after he hurt him, which he clearly did. Uh, yeah, I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. I think Arnold Allen steamrolls him. I can't see what I look like right now. Probably fat and old, which is fair because I'm both of those.
Joey, I'm back. I apologize.
Later, Tater, what's up?
All right, let's keep going. We're
Do
on the main
let's.
card.
Now you know all these boys. I'm anxious to hear your take for once.
Yeah, Arnold Allen and Giga Chikadze. I think it's Chikadze. This one's kind of tough here, but I might go with Giga just because he's a heavy hitter.
He
Right?
is. He's got some outstanding body kicks, outstanding
Knockouts,
leg
too.
kicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going with
But
Arnold
Arnold
Allen.
Allen's more of a he's kind of a dude. He's intense. He's an all rounder. Yeah, I don't know. He's a lot. All right, so Chikadze's is significantly older, and there is a stat out there. I don't know if you know, but I mean, like what is it like older than 35 or 36? These guys just start falling off heavy. I mean, you've seen it, I'm sure.
Especially in the lighter weight classes. Now,
Yes. And the heavier weight classes, you do last longer. There's more longevity there. But we're at featherweight here. 35 might be a little too old, right?
so 100% I'm taking Arnold Allen. Here's
Yeah.
why. Arnold Allen went toe to toe with Max Holloway. Like, pointed to the middle of the ring in the third round. They went at it.
See,
Right?
you got this great recall.
I do.
I have a hard time remembering. I remember the big fights a little more than I do the I don't know what I guess I'm giving them a disservice by calling them smaller fights, but I don't like. For example, I don't remember Arnold
Well,
Allen
they're not
versus
important.
Max
Right?
Holloway.
Now,
They're
I
not.
mean,
They're not title.
important to me.
They're not the title contention fights. I guess I don't know, but
No.
like I don't remember that fight right off.
Okay,
I'm sure I saw it, but I just don't remember it right off.
So the fight before Max Holloway, he fought Evloev or
Let's just go look at his record. Yeah,
Marsov. What's his name? Marsov Evloev.
there it is, right there.
Yeah. So Evloev beat him in that fight.
18-0. He was
Yeah.
undefeated.
Right. He's also the guy that beat Diego Lopez in an outstanding fight. Outstanding fight. But Evloev, again, going. How do you say his name?
I'm not sure. Evloev. That's how
I think you say it.
Mavzar
Yeah.
Evloev.
So I've been trying to say it all night and I fucked it up every time. But Marsov Evloev.
Nobody's gonna blame you for that.
This is exactly the point I was getting at when I was talking about the knees to the grounded opponent. Because Arnold Allen hurt him bad.
Yeah.
Real bad in that fight. And he did the fucking knee to the ground so Arnold Allen couldn't fucking knee him in the face. Arnold Allen, his hands are insane. But he is also...
He's got Dan Hooker and Calvin Kattar on his record.
Finished Dan Hooker, by the way.
Yeah, both of them. And Calvin.
Yeah. So, Arnold Allen, to me, is going to bully Giga Chikadze. I think
Gilbert Melendez back in 2019, which that's an older Gilbert Melendez, but
still
that's a good,
that's a tough-ass dude, man. I'm taking Arnold Allen. I think he's too big. He is the most jacked one, dude. I'm telling you right now, he's like one of the most jacked 145ers on the planet. Like maybe next to Diego Lopez, because Diego Lopez is like 7.5 feet tall and weighs 140 pounds. I don't know how the fuck he makes it at 145.
Yeah. Well, how the fuck is Giga Chikadze doing 145? That's a big dude, right?
Giga's a stud. Make no mistake. But he's all legs. Imagine, you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Volkan Ozdemir at 145 pounds.
Mm.
That's what his physique reminds me of, Volkan Ozdemir. Not as jacked in the upper body, but like he's all legs, man. Like
I see it. Yeah, I see the same. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, this dude could kill a building. Like,
Giga's record, in my opinion, is not as impressive in terms of who he's beat. Right, it's not as impressive as Arnold Allen at all. Right?
No, but again, Giga Chikadze.
He's got Edson at featherweight, but at featherweight, right? But Edson was also a stud at featherweight.
You're goddamn right he was.
He's got Cub. He's got no Calvin beat Giga Chikadze.
Right.
And Josh Emmett would have been a great fight, but it got canceled.
Oh, he don't want no part.
And he beat Alex Cazares.
Yeah, he don't want no part of Josh Emmett.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Arnold Allen.
I'm taking Arnold Allen.
I'm with you on that one for sure. All right, let's get back to the main card. Where are we at? All right, these guys I don't know. Christian Leroy Duncan, 10-1, and Gregory Rodriguez at 15-5.
So
I don't know either one of these guys.
Okay, so I know them both.
Middleweight.
Yeah. I'm taking Gregory Rodriguez for the sole purpose of his grappling, right? They call him RoboCop.
Okay.
He did suffer a nasty loss from...
wow, 79-inch reach on
I think his name was
Christian.
Silva, the boy that beat him. Hit him with a straight right or straight left, right down the pipe. It wasn't Brad Tavares. It was the fight before that.
Nope.
Hit him with a straight right.
Not sure.
No, he lost the fight. He lost one. Took a straight right down the pipe.
So in 2022, he lost to Armin Petrosian.
No, it wasn't that one.
In 23, he lost. He didn't. Nope, none of them.
Was it 2022? Was it that far back?
Well, 22, he didn't. I don't think he lost any. Yeah, that was the Armin one. 21.
I know he lost one. I know he lost one because he took.
I guess it could have been before this. We could go deeper.
Nah, I'm
We could
telling you,
go.
man, it
We
was
could go
before that.
deeper. Let's see here.
It was after that, I should say.
Let's get wild. Let's go deeper. So we got 20 Jordan Williams in 2020.
No,
Yeah.
no, it was after that. I'm telling you, man. Call me crazy, but I'm telling
Well,
you.
here's all of his losses, right? He's got Jordan Williams,
No,
Armin,
no.
and Bruno.
Bruno, there you go. Bruno Fajea.
Bruno Freya. All right.
Straight right or straight left, right down the pipe. Had Bruno up against the cage.
And we
And
had that pulled up. Where
it
was he
ain't
at
on
now?
there. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Wait, is that not on there?
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I knew we lost.
What?
I
Why
knew
would
we
that not?
lost. I remember it.
That's weird. Why is that not on this?
2023.
How weird. Look at you. Fucking, you're showing up Google's records.
Okay. Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, there's more fights. I didn't click on more fights. That was my fault.
Okay.
There
No,
it
you're
is.
good. You're good.
There it is.
I'm still taking Gregory Rodriguez. He's a physical fucking specimen. Christian Leroy Duncan is an outstanding striker.
Yeah.
He looks like a world beater when you let him. I don't think Gregory Rodriguez is going to give him the space.
Okay.
Christian Leroy Duncan is a lot like a Leon Edwards or a lot like an Edson Barboza. If you let them fight at range, they're going to piece you up. They're going to piece you up. RoboCop is not afraid to take the strikes, right? Now, I'm not saying he can take them, but he's not afraid to take them. And if he can get Christian Leroy Duncan on the ground, he ain't getting up. He might get up the first time, he ain't getting up second, third time.
He lost to Armin.
Yeah.
So they've both lost to Armin Petrosian?
Yeah. Right, and this is exactly what I'm saying.
And this is the only loss that Christian
so look at the
Leroy Duncan
significant
has.
strikes against Armin Petrosian.
Yeah.
So 73. And Christian Leroy Duncan is a striker.
59 significant, but 73 total, yeah.
Right, I'm just saying. 73 shots landed.
Yeah.
He is a heavy striker. That's his only. He's not going to submit you.
Right.
So now go look at Gregory Rodriguez versus Armin Petrosian.
Okay. Take me a second.
Man, you're really good at this.
And I even said it's going to take me a second. That was 22. Yeah, there it is. All right. So yeah,
look at the strikes.
Half. Well,
hit him
literally every strike
times.
he landed was significant. Yeah.
There you go.
Well, also, hey, he was doing some takedowns in that one.
Right, and this is exactly what I'm saying. If you look at fighter math, the difference between both of them, they got pieced the fuck up. But at least Gregory Rodriguez has a ground game.
Right.
Right. That's just my opinion. I think Gregory Rodriguez beats him. Again, that's a coin toss. Both of them boys are basically going to stand there and just eat punches from each other, and we'll see who gets knocked the fuck out first. Moving on.
All right. We got Bobby Green and Patty Pimblett. All right. So Patty the baddie.
Patty the baddie.
In my opinion, the obvious pick here, right? He is one. He's going to be a lot of people's picks because he's got the personality, right? He's the guy that people know. People probably, especially some MMA fans, are going to know Bobby Green. He's been around for a while. Bobby King Green, and
it's King. He had it legally changed. His name is King Green.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't know that. And he's I mean, Bobby's kind of a fun fighter, right? He's the guy that's going to stand there and box with you. But Patty's got amazing grappling. Patty's also probably going to try to stand and box with him. But if that doesn't work out, Patty's got the ground game, I think, to take control and win the fight for sure.
I think Patty is without question the better fighter, but I think he loses his fight.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
I think Bobby Green TKOs him.
Why? Experience? Like you think
because
you think Patty's going to be overconfident? Oh, no. Because Patty gets hit. Okay.
Because Patty gets punched.
I think if Patty gets hit, he's going to immediately go for the takedown, and he's going to secure that takedown.
Right. How many times has Bobby Green been taken down aside from Islam? Don't forget, he just submitted Tony Ferguson.
His takedown defense that good?
He just submitted Tony Ferguson. So
Well, Tony's on a magnificent downslide.
He
So,
is. He is. But Bobby Green, a KO puncher,
which if you
just
said that
submitted him.
if you said that 5 years ago, I would be like, no, there's no chance Bobby Green submits Tony Ferguson. But uh, there's
I think
something.
his
Tony
takedown
Ferguson's on a
defense,
weird level right now.
Patty's takedown offense is not great. His submission
Okay,
game,
I'm with you
his
there. Yeah, yeah.
his submissions are
His
insane.
jujitsu is top notch. Like it's really good.
His
Yeah,
submissions are insane.
yeah.
But you got to get them down.
I agree.
So,
Correct.
in my opinion,
You think Bobby can defend?
I think Bobby can defend, and I think Patty, in front of his home crowd, is going to want to put on a show, and I think
Well,
he's going to try to go toe to toe with Bobby Green, and I think Bobby Green is too fast, too calm, and too experienced.
if we go back and lean back into that age issue,
Oh, I agree.
Bobby Green
Patty
is
is without
37,
question the better fighter. It's not
but
even a
and
question.
Bobby's 37. Like
I
that's
agree.
that age where you start really falling off. So,
I do. But I think Patty
and
has
we're at
gotten,
lightweight here. We're not talking about a heavier weight class where
no,
you
no,
have the longevity.
not at all. But you also have to remember Bobby Green just knocked out fucking, what was it, Grant Dawson? Or who was it? Not Grant
Let's look.
Dawson.
Let's see who was it.
It wasn't Grant Dawson. Just knocked him out with a fucking jab, son.
He just beat Jim Miller. Oh,
Oh, dude, that was the most epic
was that
ass
the
whip.
jab?
Oh, no. That was the most
I
epic
did.
ass
I
whipping.
remember that. Yeah, yeah.
It was the
But that,
most epic ass whipping of all time. It was
yeah,
Grant
Grant
Dawson.
Dawson. It was.
Knocked him out with a heavy jab.
Your memory of these fights is incredible to me. I love
Yeah.
it.
Well, I wouldn't say that. But yeah.
Well, you're
And Grant
calling
Dawson was
all
like
this
20
like
and 1.
you know
What was
these
his
guys
record? Like
front
20
to
and
back.
1, 22 and 1, some shit like that?
21-2.
Yeah, there you go. He was a stud. And Bobby Green melted that motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean you're calling this shit. It's
Now,
wild.
when he fought Jalen Turner beat him
Oh,
strictly due to range, right?
yeah.
Jalen Turner fucking pieced him up from a long way away, and it was the most vicious knockout I've ever seen. Like, he was just beating the shit out of him on the canvas. Bobby was literally face down, like prone position,
Yeah.
nipples on the canvas, and Jalen Turner was beating his fucking head in, and the ref wouldn't stop it. I thought Bobby Green's done. He came back and did what he did to Jim Miller. He's had a year to recover from that.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe, well, maybe not a year, probably 8 months or so, but I genuinely believe Bobby Green will catch Patty because Patty gets hit, and he does not get hit by
And
people like Bobby Green.
Bobby Green's good with his hands.
Dude,
I
people
have a
forget how
history.
good he is with his
Well,
hands.
I have a history of betting on Bobby Green. Not like personally, like actually putting money on him, but I would be like, "Oh, Bobby Green's got this," right? I have a history of like thinking Bobby Green was going to win and doesn't fucking win. Like
Well, I'm telling you right
I
now,
have a history of Bobby Green disappointing me.
he
Is what
is
I'm trying to
not
say.
as good a fighter as Patty Pimblett. I'll tell you right now.
100%. Yeah.
Patty Pimblett is still very young. He
Yeah.
still has, well, I will give Patty credit. He looks better now than he's ever looked. And after
And what a
the,
freak! You've seen his like between fight, like how he like.
oh yeah,
He eats anything in the world, and then how somehow cuts down and gets shredded
I don't know how
right
he does
before
it.
a fight. Like
I don't know how he does it.
insane. Like
But
what kind of genetics is this dude working with?
after his fight with Josh Gordon, or Jared Gordon, excuse me. After his fight with Jared Gordon, when everybody thought he lost, and Patty went up there and he gave this big speech of, "Oh, I fucking beat him live. There's no question." Fucking blah blah. Everybody
Hey, good
fucking,
impression.
everybody fucking turned on him. So
Yeah.
now I think he's fighting different.
Okay.
Patty can absolutely win this fight.
Yeah.
There's no question. If he beats Bobby Green, I will not be surprised.
Why not immediately take down? Why not?
I think Bobby Green catches him. I think Patty, as much as I love him, I think he still is going to fight like a kid. Come on, Gimli. Come on.
Okay.
There's my good boy.
I'll tell you what I've learned, and we are approaching the end of this. And what I'm going to tell you right now, what I've learned from this experience is, next time we do this, I am going to watch some fights. I want to come in way more prepared because I can't believe how well you remember these guys' previous fights. It's amazing.
Well, I'm not saying my memory's accurate. Just because I remember it don't mean it's accurate.
Well, you're remembering who they fought, how they won, and all that. Like, I don't remember any of this stuff. I watch these fights. You know, I have a few beers, and typically any Saturday night where fights are on, I'm having a few beers, and I'm forgetting a lot of this stuff. But in the moment, you know,
Well, Daniel, remember what I told
it.
you? I don't give a shit if one person watches this or 100 million people watch it. I just want to talk about fights.
No, it's fun. We're having a good
who's
time.
as passionate about it as I am.
We're having a great time. And hey,
yeah.
I think,
dude, I could do this.
We
I'm
could get a couple
already
more
looking forward
people
to
in on this
Saturday.
because we've got friends that, you know, love talking about this stuff.
Oh, I would love to do that. That would
Yeah.
literally be my dream.
So now we're on the co-main event of the evening, which is heavyweight, interim, I guess, heavyweight title fight. Tom Aspinall, Curtis Blades. Woo! This is a big one.
I'm taking Tom Aspinall. Now,
Yeah.
That being said,
this one's super interesting to me.
that being said, if anybody beats Tom Aspinall, it's Curtis Blades. He is no bitch.
There you go.
There is not a bitch bone in his body.
Any active fighter.
If anybody beats
because
I
truly think John Jones absolutely destroys both of them, right?
You're fucking high. I think Tom Aspinall TKOs in the first round.
No, I still think John Jones absolutely destroys both of them.
Well, I can understand that. Records would show that.
But
I think
this
Tom
fight,
Aspinall
let's focus on this fight. This fight is insane. Like, all right, Tom Aspinall is an overall fucking heavyweight. Like, he can do it. He can do it all. He can do everything. Curtis is a heavy wrestler, but can also hit hard. He's a strike. He can strike with you.
Curtis can.
The problem is Curtis is gonna try to grapple, and I think Tom absolutely has the tools to defend and do what he needs to do. And Curtis has a record, a history of getting knocked the fuck out going for takedowns.
I think Tom finishes him in the second round.
I think Tom finishes him. I think Tom knocks him out.
I think he knocks him out in the second
round. Think if Curtis can get in and keep getting in and grind him out, I think Curtis could do that. I really do. I think Curtis has the tools and the ability to do that. I just think Curtis has a problem with getting hit on the way in.
Let me tell you something about my opinion of grappling in the UFC.
All right.
You can take any wrestler on the planet, right? Any collegiate, NCAA, fucking Henry Cejudo. I just watched Merab Dvalishvili grab him and pick him up and tear him across the cage. Grappling in the UFC is not wrestling. So anytime anybody goes, oh, the grappling is going to be the difference.
The whole combination of...
I'm calling bullshit on that. Because I just watched Leon Edwards out-grapple Kamaru Usman twice and Colby Covington once. And Leon Edwards is a world-class kickboxer.
Yes.
Do not talk to me about grappling. Now, if it goes to the ground, I'm pretty sure, and I might be wrong, I think Tom Aspinall has been a BJJ black belt since he was 16.
Okay.
I could be wrong on that. You might want to fact check me. I think
You're
he was a
probably
BJJ
close.
black belt at 16.
I'm trusting you. You're probably close.
No, I could be wrong. Either way, he has been training BJJ forever.
Yeah.
His submissions are second to none in the heavyweight division, even over Jailton Almeida. Jailton Almeida is a fucking science experiment. And I just watched him ragdoll Curtis Blades. Took him
Does
down
Aspinall have that many submissions?
Well, he just submitted Volkov. He submitted Andrei Arlovsky.
Yeah.
But he just submitted Volkov, if I'm not mistaken. I think he beat him by submission.
You got Sergey by TKO, Tabura by TKO.
Yep.
He's already... Oh, no, Blades? Oh, I didn't know this! Blades beat him.
No, he didn't. Tom
in
Aspinall
2022.
He blew his knee.
Oh, that's right.
No,
okay.
he didn't.
Yep. No, you're right. I forgot about that. Yep. 15 seconds into round one.
There you go.
Jesus Christ. What
There
a
you go.
nightmare. He submitted Volkov.
There you go. That's what I thought. And he
Yeah.
submitted Arlovsky as well, if I'm not mistaken.
He did indeed. You are correct.
So,
those aren't incredibly impressive submissions, though. You know,
but look
it's
at the
not
time. Look at the time.
like 3 minutes and 45 for Volkov, which is that's
You
good,
talking about
very
the guy
good.
that just beat Sergey Pavlovich.
And then round 2, 1 minute into round 2 on Andre.
So just remember that one round with Andre was the only time he's ever been to the second round. Tom Aspinall has the lowest average fight time in MMA history.
Yeah. No, that
His
is
average
amazing.
fight time's like 2 minutes and 12 seconds or some shit.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
And I mean, he does have insane. I mean, every fight's a knockout, right?
And
Except for those two
knockouts or submissions. He finishes all his fights. He's only been to the second round once.
And if he keeps going, he's gonna beat old Derek Lewis's record, isn't he? With the
not for knockouts, no.
Every single goddamn fight's a knockout, though.
Yeah,
except
but
for
he's
those
only
two.
got 4 or 5 in the UFC, or 6 or 7. It ain't many.
Well, all of these are UFC, and he's got 1, 2. That was canceled. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Got a long way to go.
He's got 6 already.
What, 13?
Yeah, but he's got 6 already. That's not bad.
He ain't going to have 6.
He's high ranked.
6 more people fight him.
You're right. I mean, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna fuck with Tom Aspinall. I'm telling you, they will duck and dodge that motherfucker forever.
Dude's a badass. Yeah,
I don't blame him. I'd duck and dodge him too. But I'm telling you,
it is a shame he got hurt in that fight, though.
Oh, it's the worst.
Such a shame.
And everybody was like, "Oh, Curtis Blades was piecing him up." He landed 3.
I remember that
shots.
happening. Yeah.
Yeah, he landed 3 or 4 shots on Tom Aspinall's left and right shoulder. Not literally. Not.
I mean, it was. What did it say? It was like 15 seconds. It was crazy. Yeah. It was like, there was no way to analyze that fight.
No.
Right.
No.
You can't analyze a fight on 15 seconds.
Can Curtis Blades beat Tom Aspinall? Absolutely.
I think so. Yeah.
Any heavyweight could beat any heavyweight. You could put Tai Tuivasa in there against anybody, and there's a good chance he fucking catches them and knocks them out.
Yeah.
Right? These are big boys. But Tom Aspinall moves. Dude,
there was a balance, though.
Volkov, he was like 35 feet away and shot a double leg, and it looked like a bullet shot across the fucking ring.
I think Aspinall has a lot more tools.
6'5", 262.
Yeah, he has a lot more tools than Blades. Which, I mean, Blades is a fucking beast.
Animal.
Like, what a beast.
I love Curtis Blades. The only bad part about this fight is one of these guys are going to lose, and I fucking love them both.
Yeah, I like them both too. Yeah,
it's going to break me whoever I see lose because I really do love both of them guys. But if I had to bet the farm, I'm putting it on Tom Aspinall.
Yeah, Blades. I think Blades just needs more work in his striking and his defense. His
striking is good. He just don't commit to it. He's timid. If he actually committed to his striking, dude, he can knock anybody out. Curtis Blades is a beast, bro. He's just as big as Tom.
And his defense, he gets hit.
Yeah,
Blades gets hit.
Does. Well, you ain't gonna take too many from Tom Aspinall. I promise you that.
And the more you get knocked out, man, the worse it gets. Yep. That's it. I mean, literally every fighter on the planet can attest to that.
Yeah, and it's gonna break my heart watching Curtis Blades lose because I fucking love that guy. I've been a Curtis Blades fan.
What method do you think? Do you think he's going to knock him out?
I think he knocks him out.
All right, let's move on to Leon Edwards and Bilal Muhammad. Man, Bilal Muhammad gets a lot of hate on the internet, don't he?
Well, he's not really what you'd call a likable guy, but that bitch can fight.
Yes, he can. I was a fan of Bilal, remember the name Muhammad, years ago. Years ago, I was a fan. Now, I'll admit he's had some, very boring go-to-decision fights.
But don't forget, he finished Sean Brady.
But, dude, he's a fucking beast. And I don't know if the shape he gets in is incredible to me. Like, I see him, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Especially, like, this dude has fought through Ramadan and all that shit. Like, the dude doesn't even take off for his religious... the religious break that they do where they they're not allowed to do these things or they're not allowed to eat certain things. I I don't know if you know how it works. I'm not sure exactly.
I have a pretty good idea. Yeah.
But yeah, their diet is very restricted, right?
It's the whole month of April, correct?
Yeah, so I think that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but their
Been
diet's
there,
super
done that, son.
restricted, and he's fighting through. He's literally trained, going to camp through all that, still doing it, and going through camp and still fighting and everything. Where I don't know if there's any other fighter who does that, who practices that, who has done that. I know,
Fought through Ramadan. I can't think
yeah,
of any right off.
but he has.
I
I
can't
mean, the
think
dude's a
of any right
beast,
off.
and he's shredded. I mean,
Bro,
his fucking pecs.
not just
He's got to have
but
some of
he's
the
got
biggest
big
pecs I've
legs,
seen. Yeah,
like big everything. Like Bilal's an animal.
fucking beast.
I do not see him beating Leon Edwards though.
Now, keep in mind, everything I just said had nothing to do with his fighting ability or technique.
Now he can't fight,
But he can absolutely
he
fight.
Just finished Sean Brady and
Well, bro,
Gilbert Burns.
this guy's been fighting toward his way towards championship for years now, because this division has been so messed up for like the last 5 years, right? And he's steadily made his way.
Nothing
And he's not stopped, and he's there. Now he finally gets it, his title shot. He's been fighting for it, he's been calling for it, he finally gets his title shot. And here we are, fucking Saturday, July 27th, 10 p.m. on UFC 304. And I've just fucking cut a promo for UFC, but I guess Leon Edwards. And Leon Edwards has proven to be a very dominant welterweight champion. I mean, beating Kamaru twice, right? So, and Kamaru was that guy that was like unbeatable, it seemed like, right? He was that guy. He was like the next George St. Pierre.
He won what, 11 fights in a row?
Yeah. He was like the next George St. Pierre. And then Leon goes out and fucking does his thing. And in spectacular fashion, by the way. I mean, it's crazy what he did.
Sure. Yeah, the first one for sure.
Yeah.
Now, let's not forget, Kamaru beat him the first time. And if I'm not mistaken...
No, Leon won both.
No. They fought 3 times. Kamaru beat him once.
Did they fight 3?
Yeah, Kamaru beat him once in a decision.
Where's the third?
Kamaru Usman beat him in the first fight.
I don't think that's true.
I bet it is.
Look. 22. Leon beat Kamaru.
2018.
23. Leon beat Kamaru.
Yep. Go back. 2018, 2019.
There's no other Kamaru.
I bet there is in
2018. Oh, wait. No?
I bet there is. Keep going back.
Oh, wait. Did this happen?
No.
Oh, no contest.
Happen.
Draw. Yeah, it did.
That
Draw, no contest.
That was the IPO.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
Yep.
Keep going back.
I mean, I'm sure you're right. Just because you know everything. Goddamn, when did it happen though? Yeah. Still not.
Go back to 2018.
Nope. Boom. There it is.
There you go.
2015. Wow.
Told you.
Wow, 2015. They were young boys back then.
They were. And it was a decision. It was a shit fight. Kamaru Usman just wrestle fucked in the whole fight.
Well, everything changed between. I mean, that's 7 years we're talking about. Right?
Do you know when Leon Edwards changed? When he fought Gunnar Nelson. After the Gunnar Nelson fight, which I think was
let's go look at that.
2019.
Yeah, let's go look at that.
2018, 2019, somewhere in there.
Yep, 19.
Yep.
There you go.
That's when it all changed. He went from...
No, he did change. I remember that. Yeah.
He went from a complete kickboxer to, hey, bitch, I can wrestle too. Because and look at this. He fought Kamaru Usman in what, 2015 or 2016?
I think it was 15.
Okay, so let's look at this. He lost to one of the greatest welterweights of all time in 2016.
Look at that too. Look at the stats. Okay,
so go back. Look at Leon Edwards' age now. Just look at his age now.
Wait. Oh, he just got wrestled to death, didn't he?
Right. Yeah. Way back in 2016 or 2015. Yeah. Look at Leon Edwards' age right now.
Yeah. 32.
So he lost to Kamaru Usman.
That was 9 years ago.
At 25. when
Yeah.
Kamaru Usman was in his
No.
prime.
No.
Yeah.
23.
Leon Edwards was 25 when he lost to Kamaru
23.
Usman.
23. That was
That'd be
9 years ago.
He didn't
Yeah.
lose 9 years ago. Oh my God, it was 9 years ago.
9 years ago, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that was the last fight he lost.
That's insanity.
Yeah. Leon
Yeah.
Edwards has been on a tear. I
A
don't
fucking
see
tear.
Bilal Muhammad beating him. I don't.
Not only has he been on a tear, he has beat the champion. Like basically, not the. I wouldn't say the. Obviously, I wouldn't say the GOAT, but a lot of people were kind of putting him in that conversation.
If he'd have beat Leon Edwards, he would have been the GOAT.
Yeah, I think so. But a lot of people were already putting Kamaru in that GOAT conversation for welterweight, and Leon beat him twice in a row.
Yep.
He made it undisputed. He made it unquestionable.
Oh yeah. And then he came right back and beat Colby.
Bro, how do you deny Leon Edwards? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he has to do. I mean, obviously he hasn't done enough yet, right? Like he hasn't had that tenure. He needs that resume where he needs to hold the title, defend the title a few times. Bilal's not that part of that resume, in my opinion.
I think he submits Bilal Muhammad.
He's going to destroy Bilal Muhammad.
He might. I think he submits him. I think he TKOs him, basically, right? Hurts him.
And I love Bilal.
I love Bilal. Dude, I'm telling you, he's hard to like because of his weird ass.
His style. Well, I think I don't even like the personality stuff doesn't bother me at all. It's the style. He has a very boring fighting style.
Well, he did until he fought fucking Sean Brady and finished him, and then he finished. Or wait, he didn't finish Gilbert Burns.
He doesn't have like any finishes hardly.
Well,
he definitely has some. Like I'm not saying he has zero. I'm just saying he barely has any because.
Well, I think he finished
the whole meme about Bilal is that he doesn't finish people.
Right, but he finished fucking Sean Brady, a guy who was 16 and
his last fight was. I mean, but he just beat Gilbert Burns in a decision, which is insane.
Now, keep in mind, Gilbert Burns broke his right arm in the first round.
Okay.
So this is where the meme comes from.
He did. Yeah, you're right. Sean Brady.
5 rounds.
There you go. He got the Sean Brady.
TKO'd him. Gave him his first loss.
That's probably the only fucking one he has out of all these. Look.
Yeah, for sure.
They're all decisions.
But if you look at Leon's last finish before Kamaru Usman.
Let's go back. Hang on.
He didn't finish fucking Colby. And he didn't.
He's got finishes though, right?
No.
Does he not?
At all. No. He finished Kamaru.
Right there. Kamaru.
Right. Okay.
Immediately we found one.
Okay. So let's keep going.
It didn't take us long though. That's my point.
Well, let's see how long it takes before we find another one.
I went back like 5 years before. Well, there was one. That's true. There was one. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm being unfair. You
are. I'm telling you.
I'm being unfair.
You are.
Decision. And those are all canceled.
Yeah.
Motherfucker doesn't even fight.
Decision.
And then here we go. There it is.
Yeah.
Peter's about that.
That was ground strikes.
How did you remember that?
I don't know, dude. I have autism or something.
That's crazy that you remember all these fights. You're right. I mean, you're right. You're fucking right. You really are. Why do you think people make a meme out of it for Bilal though?
Because both of them are not finished fighters. Bilal Muhammad is not stupid.
But people pick on Bilal for it.
Well, people ain't picking on Leon, and he's
exactly
the champion. How
that's
far
my.
do you have to
but
go back?
no. That's my question. Why do you think people pick on Bilal?
Muhammad is not a likable guy. He gets up there. And
you think it's personality based?
You don't need to come over here and fucking. He's got a lisp. And
it's personality plus the fact that he doesn't finish.
Right. It's everything against you that you could ever fucking have.
He's got everything against you. He has zero likable qualities.
Zero likable qualities. Except for the fact that he can fucking fight.
Poor guy.
Now, he's not stupid.
I do like him, though. Him.
This is why he's on a 9 or 10 fight win streak. He doesn't make stupid mistakes.
I mean, the dude's shredding. He's 23-3, dude.
I know, but he's doesn't make stupid mistakes. He would rather win by decision and become the champion than lose by knockout and have to start all the way the fuck back.
And what do you think, Joe? What do you think? Is that a bad quality or not? Is it a bad quality or a good quality?
As a fighter, I think it's
no. As just for you personally,
I think it's
As a fan,
I think it's trash because I watch guys like Shavkat finish fights. I
yeah,
watch guys like Alex Pereira finish fights.
yeah.
I watch guys like Diego Lopez finish fights. Aside from the Dan Ige where you outweighed him by 20 pounds.
But
I watch.
you can understand why he does it, right?
I can. I
Of
can.
course, yeah.
There's a lot of guys out there who would rather win like a bitch before they lost like a man. And I'm on the exact opposite spectrum. I'm more the cowboy Cerrone. I'd rather
Yeah.
lose like a man than win like a bitch. But again, this is why I don't have a UFC belt wrapped around my waist. This is why I'm not in the UFC, right?
Well, there's
My
more reasons
opinions
than
mean
that,
nothing.
but
Oh, there's a million more reasons than that. But what I'm saying, yeah, the fact that I'm like 5'7" with heels and I weigh 230
shut
pounds
up. Quit
is
lying to
probably a
people.
pretty
Quit lying
good.
to people. We're
I
live
ain't
right
lying,
now.
but
You
you
are
listen to
lying.
me.
You're not 5'7".
All right, 5'6.5" with heels,
All right,
but
whatever.
whatever. Exactly. Look, man, I do not like to watch people like that fight when I know they can finish it because I saw him finish Sean Brady, who's a fight finisher.
Well,
Look what he
all
did to
right.
Kelvin Gastelum.
This
Uh,
is this is off of 304. So, what do you think about fighters like uh, Stephen Thompson or Leo Machida, or you know what I
I
mean,
think
like
both of
the
them.
point fighter type guy,
I
the
think they're
karate guys?
commodities. I think they're commodities.
But those
And
aren't your type of fighters. Like those are not the kind of guys you
I
like.
love Stephen Wonderboy Thompson only for
Yeah,
the personality alone, right? The
but
guy,
that the fighting style is what I'm talking about.
the fighting style is exciting when they're
Can
winning.
be, can be.
When they're winning.
Yeah, yeah.
When they're against a person like when Gilbert Burns beat them.
So, all right. So let me ask you this: what is your? Do you like seeing the knockouts? Do you like seeing the intense grappling?
I like them
What do
both.
you
I like watching people trying to finish an opponent. I don't care how it is.
just
Do you
going
want to
for
know
it?
what one
Yeah,
of my favorite fights ever was?
yeah.
And neither one of them got finished. The Diego Lopez and Marisov Evloev, however it is you say it. I know
And
that
we were just
Diego
looking at that
Lopez
one
showed up.
earlier.
Yeah, I know he showed up on short notice. He lost that fight, but both of those guys going for knee bars, heel hooks,
Yeah,
triangles, ground anytime, there was not a single second of that fight. Neither one of them was trying to finish it.
yeah,
They were trying to finish that fight for 15 fucking minutes. And I love that shit, dude.
yeah.
I absolutely love it. And that's why
Just
Diego
going for it.
Lopez went from making $12,000 a year or per fight to God only knows what he's making now.
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't making no Sean O'Malley money, but I can guarantee you, fucking Diego Lopez about to buy his mom a new house. I
Well,
can promise you
I'll
that.
tell you what he is doing, but here's the thing: Dana White loves that style too, right?
And everyone
So
loves that
you're
style.
buying and you're investing yourself into Dana White, like you're buying real estate
I
in
like
Dana
Dana White.
White's.
I like him.
I
Even
do
though
too.
everybody in the world fucking hates him, I like him.
Yeah, but
This
what
man
I'm
has took a business from a fucking basic barn brawl
no
in
Dana White
Arkansas.
is as real as it gets, dude.
Well,
That's the truth.
listen, to be
He's
honest,
straightforward.
listen, and I understand that he can't make every decision perfect.
He's not going
But
to make everybody happy either. Yeah,
Dana White took a business that was 30 or 60 million dollars in the hole in 1993 or 1996, whenever the fuck it was he decided to show up, and now it is without question the biggest combat sport on the planet. It happens every Saturday
yeah,
without fail. People are talking about it. People are
yeah.
watching it. People are buying pay per
We're
views.
talking about it.
Exactly. At 2 o'clock in the morning in bumfuck nowhere.
Yep.
So he went from taking nothing and all these people bitch and cry about fighter pay. You don't have to sign that contract, motherfucker. You can go to Bellator. You can go to, or not Pride. You can go to PFL. You can go to, goddamn, what is it? I actually like it. I feel like it's
Karate
still.
Combat,
No, not
BKFC.
none of
There's,
that
I mean,
bullshit.
they're not MMA, but
No,
they're
no,
other
it's one.
sports.
Oh,
Yeah,
one FC. I love one
yeah.
FC.
One FC. Yeah, yeah. They have
Dude, Jonathan
they
Haggerty. I'm
they
telling
got
you,
the pride rules, don't they?
Jonathan Haggerty might be my favorite combat sports artist in the world. Period.
I should watch more of that stuff.
You
Honestly, I
should.
really should.
Jonathan Haggerty is one of the first champions ever in two different sports. He's a Muay Thai champion, white guy from England, Muay Thai world champion, and kickboxing world champion.
Joey, you're probably the biggest MMA fan I know, and I think that after this, I'm going to find ways to get other people on here. We have friends. I'm not going to give out any names because
Brother,
I
we
don't
can do
know.
this literally every day I'm not at work.
But Joey,
I
listen
can
to
talk
me.
combat sports all
We've
day.
got we have close friends that I think would love to be in on something like this.
Perfect. Bring 'em on.
And brother, this is gonna be cool as shit. I think we should keep this going. I think we should do this potentially every weekend for every fight event. Even when there's like these I don't keep up with boxing a lot, but when there's the big boxing events like Tanks fighting, or there's a Jake
Well, I
Paul
like the
fight,
Spartans,
or
too.
there's
I watch
we
boxing
got
too.
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson coming up soon, apparently. Hopefully, if that actually happens. I'm excited. I love the freak fights. I don't know
I
about
like
you.
it too.
Yeah.
I like
So
it too.
there's a lot of stuff we could be doing. This is fucking awesome though. I love this.
Listen, dude.
Actually,
I could literally
I've
do
wanted
this
to
all
do
day.
this. I've wanted to do this for a long time, and
You know what we need to do?
you literally created the avenue tonight by calling me, and
Oh shit, man.
it's amazing. Love it.
No, Daniel. I cannot thank you enough for even giving me the
I'm
opportunity
the
to
tech
talk
guy
about
that
this.
made it happen, but
I know, brother.
you're the one that made it, like, with the idea. You were like, let's do it, and I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Fuck yeah. What do you want to call it? We got to have a catchy name.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure that out. We'll figure it out.
Well, I'll have a better.
But we have it recorded. It's out there. Like,
I know. Well, I'll have a better. That's my sweet boy right there.
Look at that. Look at that.
I couldn't love a human baby as much as I love that dog. You know how I know?
Dude, I love my dog.
All three of my kids are sleeping in the dog's house.
Hey, that's another thing. If y'all don't know Joey, if anybody's watching this doesn't know Magic Backpack over here, he's one of the funniest dudes in the world. One of the funniest dudes in the world.
Oh no! Come on.
But hey, we're gonna have more of this coming. I'm gonna send you this video. It's live on my channel. Like, nobody came in. Like, one guy came in and he was talking some shit about Ngannou, which is funny because we didn't talk about Ngannou at all.
Well, maybe next time we do it, we can talk about the shit that's going on in the chat. But again,
well, it was literally one guy, and he made a very racist comment about Ngannou.
Well,
and I deleted him. I blocked him.
Well,
but
you'll have to deal with that.
I'll send you this link because you said you wanted to send it out to some other people, and yeah, we'll do that, and then yeah, we'll do more of these for sure. This is amazing,
brother.
This was super
like
fun.
The most fun I've had in 5 years.
Yeah, this is great. I love it.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity, brother. Like,
thank you, brother. All right, I'm going to end the stream right now.
Absolutely.